Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? ReVoN here, and welcome to the second episode of the Daily UI Challenge. Quickly, for the people who don't know what Daily UI is, it's a website where you can sign up. You will get an email every day for 100 days long, and every day in the email is a design challenge. The first design challenge from day one was a login screen or a sign-in screen, and the second challenge is to design a checkout screen. The first challenge I did for mobile, and this one I'm gonna make it for a web. So we're gonna design a checkout screen for web. There are a couple requirements, so you have to put in the credit card details, of course. And besides that, you're completely free on what to do. So before we get the design started, I will show you the color scheme and the font I will be using in this design. These are the colors I will be using. The code is behind it, and the font is Apricot Pro. I got H1, H2, and H3. I just put it in down there, and I'm gonna also teach you to work a little bit more efficient in Sketch, because that's a program we're gonna be using today. So yeah, but let's first make a rough design of what we're going to do. So this is our paper, this is our screen which we'll be working in. It's 1440 by 1080, in case you just want to do the exact same thing as I'm doing. So the idea, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make kind of two parts of it. So this is part one. On this part of the screen, we're gonna put in the cards, so the products which someone is going to buy, and on the right side over here is where the credit card details will be. So it will be somewhere, something like here. So this is in rough where it's gonna be. So you got all the information over here, and what I think is pretty cool is, of course, you need to have a CTA, stands for call to action, where people just buy the purchase thing, and it's gonna be on, of course, underneath the credit card details, and then on the left of it will be the total price. So that is the design we're going to make. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So let's start with getting the rough things first. What I said about working more efficient, for example, over here you got all the different what's it called, textiles we have. So we're gonna put it in Sketch. You get an appearance, you can create a new textile, and what that does I'm gonna show you in a second, but first we're gonna add all of them in the textiles. That one, and then the final one. There we go. So the benefit of using textiles is, let's say for example I want to put something over here, text one, and I'm going to use a textile. We're going to use the H1 40 bold, and let's say I'm going to say here text 2 and text 3, and let's say at the end I am not happy with the font I'm using and I want to change the font. So I can do that by just changing the font over here. But when you have like a big design, for example you're making an application with a lot of screens, you can just change the font over here. So let's change it from Apricot to Arial. And as you can see, when we update the style, everything is changed to Arial. So that's how easy it is. So if you want to change something, this is a really efficient way to keep your work clean. So let's just get back to where we were. It's the Apricot, yes. So yeah, let's go. So what I said, the left screen is going to be all about what's going to be in the cart. So we're going to put that over here, and we will be having products over here. Yeah, gonna make it white to stand out a little bit. And of course there must be some information about the product, so there will be name product. I'm gonna give it think that will be good. And we're gonna put the color in there and the size. Now on the complete right will be the price. I think this should be good. Actually, sure it's in the center of it. We'll be doing that later. And what I want is some kind of a, I don't know, some kind of a tweak or something different to make the sections pop out. It's like there's a couple of lines in between them. We're gonna make them a couple of gradients. The things over here I can show you is the edges of the line. As you can see now, it's all it's square, it's edgy, and if you use that, it will be nice and round. And I like round shapes. So here's what we got. So gonna get a nice shadow in here. I think something like this. Yeah, it should be good. I got two products, and let's get the first product in there, and that is a nice pair of Beats from Dr. Dre. In a second we're gonna make our artboard a little bit more clean with organizing and putting everything in groups, but for now let's just quickly sketch what we want to do. So we got that one. I think instead of that we're gonna do it like and a small trick, if you use Control-C, you will use what is in Photoshop the eyedropper tool. In here it's called the color picker tool. It's the same as this one. You can pick a color from anywhere in the screen and the thing will get there, and the shortcut for that is press Control and C, and you will activate it, and you can just pick a color. So this will be the color of it, and of course it doesn't have different sizes, it's one size, and this should be called Beats by Dre. And the price of it, let's just say €199.95. I think we're already getting there. So this is the first product. So now let's put the second product in there. We're gonna push this in a group. We're gonna get another line under here. Just gonna get that one, hold Option, and just drag down to duplicate it. And we're gonna extend it to the edges of this section. There we go. And the second product we're gonna put in are a couple of Nike shoes, and then our card is pretty full. Always make sure it's in the middle. Let's go. So let's call it a Nike Performance. Size. Well, my shoe size is 43, so 44. I think it's 44. I'm gonna go with 43. And it has two colors. Well, it's like a green and black. So Control, I'm not, what's it on? I think it's Alt on Windows. So Control Alt, and then just choose the color. And we're gonna use the green one. Here we go. And what are the prices of those shoes? Well, they're on sale, so we're gonna put them right, and these two we're gonna make them regular, so the name pops out even more. Let's see. Is it all good? Nope. There we go. If you see the question mark in the bottom left, that means that I'm using the arrow key. So I'm pretty much just moving the item I got selected. So now it's the text Beats by Dr. Dre, holding shift and just pressing the down arrow key, and it gets down 10 pixels instead of pressing the arrow key 10 times. So put that in the middle. Put this in the middle. There we go. And those are the two products we're having. So the only thing we actually still need on the left side is the total price. So that's what we're going to put over here. Total. We're going to give it a layer style, of course, and we're going to, or the text style, and we're going to put the biggest one. I actually still want to make it bigger, I think. Let's just, it's 49. I can make a new text style of it, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just gonna do it quickly like this, just change the size of it. So we got total over here, and then we're gonna put the price over here, and that is $274, and we're gonna I think this is good. Now let's also make it 50. Yes. Yeah, something like that. So the left part is actually pretty much done. Because those things have rounded edges, I'm gonna give the big thing as well some rounded edges. So here we go. We're gonna also give it a shadow. So 5. No. Yeah, this looks okay. So on the right side is where the credit card details will come about. So what does the person needs to put in? That's gonna be the card holder name. That's quite huge. So we're going to get that one. And of course, this is where you should put in his name, so I'm gonna just put my name. The reason it doesn't change the font, even though it is selected, is because you have the text selected, and you need to somehow get the I don't know. It's kind of weird, but if you do it now, then it will change. So that's what we do. Then we're gonna continue the thing we got up here, and that is the lines. So we're gonna put the line on there as well. And here we go. So then we got 3 of them. So before I'm gonna duplicate it, I'm just gonna make sure everything is organized, save some time later. Like that. 10 and 5. Always works. Here we go. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it on there. And the second thing that someone has to put in is, of course, the card number. sound off in case I get some weird ass sound. So then we put in the card number and just gonna put some random numbers. So do not think this is my credit card. Just saying. And then last but not least, actually two things. Yes. We'll have to put in the expire date. That's what we're gonna put in 11/21. Oh, 21. Make it a little bit smaller. And that is called this. I believe it's called the CVV. 3 digits. There we go. Alright, looks pretty good. And of course, last but not least, they need to put in, or the CTA, that is the purchase. And that. I'm gonna make it the same size as the total, that is smaller. What we're gonna do? Is it big enough? No, gonna. Here we go. So this is pretty much the design, like in an easy flow. So now we're just gonna tweak it, add some colors to it, and you will see it will look very nice in just a few moments. So let's just start with the left block. We're gonna give it, of course, a blue gradient because we only work with blue colors. If you want to apply a gradient to, for example, the left block, you go to color, and here you see all the different kinds of things. And the second one is the gradient, the third one as well, but that's from a radial gradient, I believe it's called, and this is a linear gradient. I think that's called. Yeah, I believe so. So we're gonna work. We're gonna put the colors in our document. You could make these in layer styles and make gradient layer styles, but as you see, it's already in the style over here. Did I do that? Nice layer styles. Oh, just that one. I'm gonna delete that. But an easier way to do, if you got solid colors, is put it in a document. So you got over here document colors, and you just put them over there. So that's 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. I will quickly explain the difference. So if we put this in a layer style, so let's say this is light blue, it's the same as the text. So if we apply just layer style on it, it is light blue. If we change this color to, let's say, that one, and we update it, this one will update it as well. But because we're gonna work in gradients, I could make a gradient style for every one of them, but that would take some time. And because we're only gonna make one screen, for now it is just easier to do it in the document colors. So yeah, let's do it. So we choose the gradient, and we got the document colors. Not over here. Where are my document colors? For some reason that didn't work. That's weird. It's because I did the they're in the normal one. They're over here, and not in the gradient one. Doesn't matter. What we do, you got the gradient colors over here. So this is the left one, or the top one now, and this is the bottom one. We're just gonna use Control C and select the color we want, and on that way it will still work out. So we're gonna use this blue for the top one, and we're gonna use that one for the bottom one. And we're gonna change the gradient from going up to down to the left top corner to the right bottom corner. This is okay. We're also gonna give the lines a little bit of a gradient. It works in the exact same way as the other one. You just choose border, you go to gradient, and you will have to change that one though. left to right, and on the left one I'm gonna duplicate the layer, by the way, it's quick so I don't have to do all the things all over again. Let me see, which color are we going to pick? Zoom out, and of course what you do is Control C again to change the color, or to pick the color from our color palette over here. Go. So we selected the left side, like that one, and on the that's the way it goes. I think remember I wanted a bit. Let me see. What happens if I do this? No, I like that one better. So here we go. So instead of doing that thing all over again, we're just gonna select this one, hold Option, drag it down, and it's all duplicated. Drag it to the ends. There we go. See if it's alright. It is alright. There we go. Because the box from the product is white, we're gonna make all the text white. So the way we're gonna do that is just select everything. And change the color to white. And there we go, easy peasy. We still have to make sure all the distances are correct. 50 in there. There we go. And I think pretty much the left side is already done. So now we're gonna go to the right side. We're gonna put this a little bit behind here to save ourselves some time. I'm gonna change the radius the same as this one to 30, so the corners will have a radius of 30 pixels. There we go. I'm gonna change the color not to blue, but we're gonna change it to actually to white, but because the background is white, it will not look good. But let's just stick with the gray, and we're gonna change it to white later on, because all the letters, all the text over here is white. We're gonna use this in white as well, and you will see it will look pretty nice. So we're gonna give this also a gradient. So we're just gonna copy that one. How much was it? 10 pixel 10.5. Here we go. Same. So for this one, for this gradient, we're gonna the left. I'm gonna use number 5. And on the right side, we're gonna choose the white one. And as you will see, once we change the background to white, it will look pretty dope, because it looks like the line is just fading away. There we go. Now just these two. Let's make it a nice 100. There we go. So to to show you what I mean, I will first change the background. So we're gonna change the background color. You could change the background color over here, but that's not what we're gonna do. I just prefer to make it an object. So we're just gonna put a rectangle on there, put it all the way down, and then we're gonna give it a gradient and use the same thing. Go from the top left to the bottom right, and we're gonna go from this one to that one. I'm gonna make this the white. And we're gonna put this in also the thing on the hair in 2 blocks. So the first block is gonna be around here. Let's say 120 pixels or something, 100. We have to put it to the back. There we go. We want to change the radius on this corner, on that corner, but not on those two. So if I want to change the radius of this, if I change it, everything will change. But we don't want that. We want it to be, I guess, 15 or 30. What looks better? Let's just stick with 30. So we're gonna you will communicate it to the program in 4 different things, separated by I think it's called semicolon, like a dot and a comma. So this is the top left one, then we go to the top right one, and we don't want that. Then we go to the bottom right one, we don't want that. On the top or in the bottom left one, we want also 30. So as you can see, we got the radius over here. I don't like this, it's too much. We need to bring it down. So pretty much what I just wrote was something like this. It was 30, so that's the top left. And we got the top right, bottom right, and bottom left. But I wrote it like this. Yeah, and then you can see which corner it is. But we're gonna change that to 50 because this is a little bit too much. So we're gonna put the first one to 50 and the second one to 50 as well. And we're gonna change this color, you can see it, to white. And then we're gonna put the one, no, I don't want a border. We're gonna do the same thing on that one. And now, so let's see if you get it. So the first one is the top left corner. We don't want a radius on that. On the top right corner, we do want a radius of 15. On the bottom right radius, we wanna have the same radius as the background, so that's 30. And on the bottom left one, we don't want any of it, so it's semicolon and 0. And as you can see, we will have the radius which we want. Here we go. So as you can see, the white it makes pretty nice. We're gonna change the color of all this font because I don't want the black of it. We're gonna change the color. Let me see. I'm gonna use that one. So select everything. And now we have the document color, so we could use that. There we go. We're gonna give the purchase thing, the purchase block gradient from, of course, the top left to the bottom right, as we've done in the entire design. Get the colors with us, and we're gonna go from brightest color to this color. And of course, as you can see, the black, it just doesn't doesn't look nice, so we're gonna change it to white. Put it in the center. Maybe we should even make it a little bit bigger. It's not in the center, so in the center. I think we should make it bigger. We're gonna make it bigger. There we go. This one has to be bigger as well. In the center. Ooh, almost. There we go. Why is this one not in the center? There we go. No, it should be in the center. Yes, it is. And we're gonna change the font of this one. It's the same color as we picked in the other one. Which one was it? I think it was the 5th color. So here we go. And I think this already looks pretty damn good. I think this looks pretty damn good. Now it's just about tweaking, making sure everything is aligned, everything is the same. This is now in the center, so we're gonna put that in the center of it. To change that one and that one to the left. That is okay. So it should be 50 and 50, yes. 50 and yes. So this is pretty much it actually. Oh, that's one to be. This should be the same. One thing that we're actually missing is the MasterCard logo over here, because as soon as you type in everything, it should see what kind of card it is. So we got the MasterCard logo over here, which we're also going to put in. Every all the links of the images I use, I will just put it in the description below, so you should check that out. A bit too big. Let's put it like that. There we go. I think this looks pretty okay. The background is also in the radius. You don't want that. We're gonna put it over here. But what I always like to do is lock the background. So okay, if you go to the background over here, this is the background. Just give it a name so you can see background, and wait until the text is gone so you can see. If you hold the Option key, I think it's Alt. I think it's Option is Alt in Windows. So if you hold Option or Alt and you go over here on the layer, you can lock it so you won't select it, so you won't drag it away or mess it up. So actually we do have a thing to do. First, I see that the background is a little bit shifted, so we're just gonna, now it's okay. So other option to lock it. We're gonna use it to give it a shadow as a finishing touch. So that one. I thought we already done that. I'm not sure why it got rid of, but doesn't matter. Here we go. And this is pretty much the design. Now we just have to make sure it is in the center. Look for the center, and for some reason Sketch doesn't want to help me today. There we go. And here we go. And this is it. This is the my design for the daily UI challenge number 2, the checkout. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I will put the link of this design also in the description below. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Cheers. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. If not, refresh it, give it another chance. Got questions? Just ask them in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video.